This area here is really interesting, the different views of time from the east to the west. We refer to it really in the west as a commodity, where in the east it's more from a holistic or circular viewpoint, in that it's something that doesn't control or run our lives. I know when we were living in New Guinea, I used to wear a watch and they called it the Zagaya Budage, which was the eye of the sun. The tribal people did, and they used to tell me, how come that little piece on your wrist tells you what you have to do and when you have to do it? If we're hungry, we'll eat. If we want to go somewhere, we'll go there now. And whenever we feel like it, just kind of do our own thing. We refer to it in the West, though, as a commodity. Time is money. We save time, spend time, use time wisely, don't waste time, make time, take your time. In the East and in some of these other cultures, like for the Middle East, for example, it's more relational, more holistic, everything kind of fitting together. Something you really want to consider when you go to a different culture. It can be frustrating at first, but if you just accept it, I mean, it can be kind of nice, but if you're on a schedule and you have a certain amount of things that gets done and you're accountable to a Western or a company or whatever, you really have to be careful to pace yourself and to make sure you're able to get your work done. But then also realizing that relationships are very, very critical. And that's one of the things I probably gained the most from my time in New Guinea, was how important relationships are and the value to put on relationships versus just getting things done to have things done. I hope we can take the best out of both of these different views of time and not allow one to kind of overstep its boundaries, because if we don't have an agenda, things may not get done. And this is something we're going to talk about in the next presentations coming up. Some cultures really don't even consider goal setting, and that sounds crazy to us, but it's just a different way to look at things. Those of us from the West can't even conceive of that idea, but these things kind of can just help us gain a better attitude towards working with those from a different culture.